Hey preschoolers and grown-ups, this is teacher LeAnn. Today I have a fun science activity to try. So we are going to practice grouping and organizing some leaves using observations. So when scientists observe something, they use their eyes and their hands. And that's what we're going to use today too. So all you're going to need are leaves. I'd say about 10, so one for every finger, and of course your brain. So why don't you go outside real quick and gather your leaves. I think I have about 15 here, so if you get more than 10, that's fine. And then we'll practice organizing and grouping some leaves based on our observations. My leaves are all in this little basket here. I would say grown-ups, when you go outside to get your leaves, just set a timer for maybe 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, have your kiddo get as many leaves that they think are cool. And then once you have those all gathered, maybe let them dry for a bit. Mine were pretty damp. And give them some space for the bugs to crawl off. I put mine in the sink just so all the little critters could not be on my leaves. And then you're ready to go. So our first step is to get our materials, which I think you have. Next, we're going to start observing. So I'm going to look through my pile of leaves here. I'll show you my basket. I'm going to find one leaf that I really like and just start observing it. I've got this one I want to do. So I'm going to look at my leaf and I'm just going to say what I notice. So I noticed, or I observed, that this leaf is two colors mostly. There's some green on top and then some yellow brown, maybe 3 colors at the bottom there. I noticed that it's a different kind of leaf than this leaf. I think this is a birchwood leaf, I could be wrong, but I know that these are different leaves. I do know that. I also noticed that this leaf is pretty flexible. It's bendy still. It's not crunchy like other leaves. I have a leaf in here that's crunchy, so this one's not crunchy yet. And I also noticed that it has a lot of holes in it. Looks like a caterpillar might have gotten to this. I noticed that it has a short stem, and let's see. That's pretty much it. Colors, the holes, the type of leaf, the stem. So when I start to group my leaves, I am going to pick one of my observations, and that's going to be one of the categories I group with. Category is a big word, but it basically is what we're observing. I'm going to choose holes. I think this leaf's really special because it has so many holes. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a little tear on top there. So 7 little holes. So I'm going to make my first category that I'm observing with holes. When you do this at home, preschoolers, you'll use your table, but I want to put it on my board so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll take my first leaf, my first whole leaf, add some tape to the back, and I'll make this my whole side. So all of the leaves in this side, on this side here in this group, will be leaves that have holes. So now I'm going to observe all of my leaves. And I'm going to pick one out and look for some holes, right? I'm just looking for that one feature right now. So on my green leaf here, I don't see any holes. So it's not going to go with this one. It's going to go in this group over here. This will be my no hole group. I've also got this one here. I'm going to bring it nice and close. I don't see any holes on this one. So I'll add it to my other side here. I'll go through my whole little basket of leaves. I do see one little one here. I don't know if you can see that too. But there's one little hole right in the middle. We'll add that to our whole side. Got this kind of crinkly leaf here. I see one big hole there. My finger can fit through it. Oh my goodness. That was a very hungry caterpillar. Add him there. Maybe a second piece of tape. I don't think he's gonna stick. There we go. I got this leaf here. It's got lots of colors, very pretty. And I see just one kind of tear right here. I don't think that's a hole though. These are more holes like a bug's eaten through. This one I think is just a rip. So I'm gonna add it to the no hole side. But if I had a category for tears or rips, I could do that too. This one here, I see a tear on top, but no holes. So I'll add it to my no hole side. And this little yellow leaf here, I see one big hole in the middle. I'll add it there. Let's see, I don't know if you can see, there is one little hole there, like a caterpillar started to eat it and then maybe didn't get to finish. So I'll add it to this side. Got a couple more left. This is where having fewer leaves might be better, but I wanted to show you guys lots of different leaves so we could think of lots of different categories to group by. So that one had no holes. This one here also has no holes. Add to that side. Okay. Another one of my birchwood leaves. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes on that one. Probably a tasty lunch for a caterpillar a couple days ago. I've got this one has 2 holes, one kind of long hole and one circular hole. And then one more little yellow one with some holes on there. Okay, so that's my whole basket of leaves grouped by no holes or holes. So now that we've grouped our leaves, we can make some other observations. I can count how many leaves have no holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 leaves that I collected that don't have any holes. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leaves that do have holes. So I know that I found more leaves that have holes. That's just one way that we can organize our leaves. Another way that we could do it is, well, let's put our leaves back in our basket. We'll find one to observe again, and then we can organize it by that feature. So I'll put my leaves back in my little basket. Okay. All right, so I've got my leaves in my basket again. One thing that I remember I noticed earlier was with this big green, I guess it's not too big, this medium-sized green leaf, and how it sure is a different leaf than this one, right? There are different types of leaves. So another way that I can organize my leaves is grouping them by the type. So let's do that now. I think I only have 2 types, but when I observe my leaves, maybe I'll find that I actually have more than 2. So let's write type. That way I know that I'm organizing my leaves by the type, because each tree makes its own unique leaf. So we'll start with our medium-sized green one. Ball of tape. I'm going to call this a maple leaf. I think usually maple leaves are a lot bigger, but that's what I'm going to call this leaf. Or maybe I can call it lots of pokies because it has lots of different points to it. So that'll be that kind here. And then I have this one. That's not the same kind of leaf, so it's going to go on this side here. Same with this one. I probably put that one. It's not quite like that. It's way more like that. Put that one here. So preschoolers, if you only have one kind of tree in your yard, maybe you can't organize by type. And that's okay too. You can organize by color or even the amount of colors, right? This green leaf is pretty much one color. But I have this one and it's 2 or 3. So you could do it by types of color or amount of color too. This one looks more like that leaf. So I'm going to put it over here. I've got this pretty maple leaf too. Stick that over here. I've got this green birchwood leaf. Another maple leaf. Another kind of crinkly leaf too, so that could be another observation I made. If I had chosen this leaf, This leaf's kind of curled in. I could do it by curled or uncurled. That'd be a category too that I could group by. Let's see. Another maple leaf here. This one's also kind of crunchy, so I could have done crunchy or flexible. On your paper in your education packet this week, I'll list a couple different categories that you can group your leaves by when you practice, in case you're stumped for ideas. Got another maple leaf here, and one more. Let's see. Oh, I have one more leaf that tried to elude me. Another little birchwood leaf here. Okay, so now that I've categorized my leaves, oh, one more. They fell out of my basket. Now that I've categorized my leaves, I can make some more observations. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, I have 5 of the leaves that are just kind of 1 point. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my maple leaves. So I have more maple leaves, don't I? I must have more of those trees at my house, or maybe those trees have just had more leaves fall off so far. Another way that I can categorize, I'll just show you one more way so that you have a chance to go out and practice this too, is to organize my leaves by size. So I'm going to show you that now. Since I have way too many leaves to do the whole basket, I'm just going to choose 5 and organize them from biggest to smallest. So I'll choose 5 of my maple leaves, so it's all the same type. So I look at my basket here. I think this one's probably my smallest. Maybe tied with this other yellow leaf. They're about the same size, they're almost twins. So that can be here and here. And I will also write size on top so I remember what I'm doing. So we'll put size, and it'll go from small to big. All right. So now I'm gonna look back at my basket of leaves. This leaf, I think, is the biggest. This is a pretty humongous leaf, so I'm gonna put that over on my big side. Big there. I hope it sticks. There we go. I think that's my biggest and my smallest leaves. Now I have to find the middle ones. This leaf looks towards the smaller side. That's definitely smaller than that, and definitely bigger than that. So I'll put it here for now. But if I observe another leaf's a little bit smaller, I can always move it too, right? So I'll go back to my basket. Let's try this one next. I think this one is a little bit, just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put it right here for now. Maybe this is my middle leaf. And I'll go back into my basket and look. I've got 3 in there. We'll just do one more though. So let's do this leaf here. I think, it's way smaller than those two. So I'm going to scoop these over, scooch, and scooch, and I'll tuck this one in right here. So I've organized my leaves like a scientist would, from smallest to medium to the biggest leaf I found. So that's another way that you can organize your leaves when you collect yours. So those were 3 ways, by holes, by type, and by size, but there's lots of other ways too. Again, I'll add those to your paper in your education packet this week, and I hope preschoolers you have fun trying this, and I can't wait to see how you organize your leaves as a scientist. I'll see you soon. Bye.